finally, tax considerations. We'll do another session on this. We'll spend a whole hour at it. But for now, I just want to hit some of the big issues. And if you thought that the law was unclear in securities and regulatory guidance, then you ought to take a look at what the tax law says about cryptocurrency. It's very unclear. We do have a few rules that we can rely on. Number one, cryptocurrency is not currency for federal tax purposes. It is property for federal tax purposes. What does that mean? It means every time you trade a cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin, your Ether, your Litecoin, for anything else, including another cryptocurrency, you end up having a taxable exchange. And in fact, there are applications now that will track that for you on Coinbase, and will let you know at the end of the year how much income you've had. Not only that, but that exchange is subject to information reporting, withholding, just like any other payment in property. And the character and the type of income is going to be determined as if you've gotten cash. So if you're getting tokens in your ICO in exchange for your services, or because you've been a good part of the management team, you've just received ordinary income, taxable as high as 37% federally for the receipt of those tokens. Miners, we talked about miners earlier, they have to report the fair market value of the currency as gross income as they mine it, and they got to pay self-employment taxes if they're in a trade or business, which they probably are, if they're mining, on the value of those tokens. It can be you had state taxes, you're over 50% taxes on some of these tokens. How about the issuers? That is the big question that comes up. What about the issuer who's doing the ICO? So it could be characterized a lot of different ways. Is it a sale of equity in your company that's protected from tax under code sections 1032 or possibly 721 if you're a partnership? That's the first analysis. Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no. Oftentimes the answer is we should bifurcate. Part of what that token represents is an ownership interest, similar to equity, and part of it is the utility, which looks a lot like an advanced sale. What's an advanced sale? We're getting the money now. That token is going to be used by exchanging it for a product or service later. We've got an advanced sale. We have income today. There are provisions in the tax law that allow you to defer that for a short period of time, but you are going to recognize income on that. So cryptocurrency transactions. So there used to be a time when we could say, gee, under 1031 we get like-kind exchange treatment. We trade one cryptocurrency for another, and that's non-taxable. And that was true up until the end of 2017. But as of 1/1/2018, it's no longer true. 1031 like-kind exchange treatment only applies to real estate. So if you own Bitcoin and you trade it for Ether on Coinbase, you just had a taxable transaction. Might generate a loss, might generate a gain, but it's definitely taxable. So with that, I'm going to conclude this portion of the presentation. Tune in next time. We're going to take a deeper dive into the tax aspects of cryptocurrency, tokens, and other types of digital assets. And then we're going to dive into specific industries: agriculture, medical, supply chain, real estate. And then finally, we'll talk a little bit about STOs and the rise of the security token. This is Roger Royse with the Royse Law Firm in Silicon Valley, California.